It requires a little loving, you know. Nothing says I'm sorry to a little.
No song, I guess. Hey guys.
Hey, whatever words. Hi you guys. We're back with another video. Today, you guys. Today, we wanted to give you what we consider the top 5 tips to a healthy and a happy marriage. Right? So, as you may know, we're approaching our 10-year anniversary in May. And, you know, with time and with each year, you know, we learn more about one another. We learn more about just marriage in general. So I feel like when you learn something, it's like a each one teach one situation. I know there's many of you guys out there that are newly engaged or newly married and you're just starting this journey, and I wish I would have watched or read up more about, you know, these types of things prior to. So for us to be able to learn from one another. So this is what works for us. Yep. The top 5. There's so many components to a healthy and a happy marriage that we'll go into length maybe in another video. But right now we've sat down and thought about like what are like 5 things that make our marriage successful and running smoothly and just nurturing, right? So here are the top
5. First and foremost,
number 1,
communication.
OMG.
I preach it, I preach it, I preach it, I preach it. If you do not have good communication in a marriage, there's no way. I mean, if you can't have good communication in a friendship or a family relationship,
any relationship,
a co-worker or a parent and child, wherever the case may be, there's no way you can do it in a marriage. I
strongly feel that communication with any relationship is like the foundation of it all, right? Mm-hmm. So with the proper healthy communication, clear, everyone has an understanding, it builds your trust in one another through the communication. Yeah. It allows for honesty in the relationship.
Absolutely.
And it allows for like the love to be nurtured and grown. If I communicate with you, if we're communicating with what we want, what we're doing, just our day-to-day activities, our goals, what makes us happy, because these things change, right?
Good days,
all of
bad
these
days.
Things change, you know, from day to day, month to month, year to year. What I wanted to do 10 years ago is completely different from what I want to do now. So you got to have constant communication along the way so that you're on one page and on one accord.
Absolutely. Sure.
2, for me, is one that I think of all the 5, this is just the one that I had to learn to do, right? And it's to never go to bed upset. I know you probably heard it before. It sounds cliche, everyone says it, but it's so true, right? I find with personally, if I go to bed upset, me being my stubborn Aries self, if I go to bed upset, I'm gonna wake up upset. Yeah. And I'm gonna be in that same mood all day.
The reason why I preach this to her so much is because anything can happen in the hours of the night.
So true.
And God forbid anybody who has this had happened to, I would hate to have said harsh things or held, a petty grudge that doesn't really mean anything, and go to bed that way, and then God forbid wake up the next morning and your spouse isn't there.
Right.
I mean, you need to always just apologize and move on, because tomorrow's not promised.
Right. The issue, whether it's big or small, and you're going to have spats,
Yeah.
Disagreements, arguments, escalations. It's going to happen. It's natural. But it's so important that when you lay down in that bed at night, not to give each other the cold shoulder. Hey, this is what's bothering me. I didn't like it when you said this. It bothered me. It hurt my feelings.
Yeah. And that goes back to communication.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right. It bothered me. It hurt my feelings. Or vice versa. Right? And that leads to the next point for me. Like, once you talk about what it is, so that you're not at night, so that you're not going to bed upset. Once you talk about it, then you should be forgiving, right? And that's the third most important thing to me, to us, that works in our relationship. To be slow to anger, but quick to forgive. We do it just about every other night. Hey.
Yep.
Hey,
I stay again on the nerves.
Hey, so. Tom, you did this. I just wish you would have did this. You picked the kids up this way. Da da da. Well, here's him. Well, I'm sorry, babe. I didn't know. It's all right.
And you move on.
It's okay. I just want you to know it bothered me. Da da da. He apologized, or I apologize. That's it. Sometimes it requires a little loving, Nothing says I'm sorry, no little.
That's it.
That's an important key to a happy relationship, but it didn't make this particular top 5. But that is also very important. So, 1, learn to compromise. That's number 4 for us. Yeah. Everything is not going to always go my way.
It's not always going to go my way.
Everything's not going to go his way. Sometimes it's not going to go either of our ways. We have to come to a compromise, whether it's about, our views on, how to discipline the kids in a particular scenario. Or it could be something even simpler as to where we're going to eat for dinner, where we're going to go out. He may want Mexican, I may want, Chinese. It's a compromise, okay? Well, just as an example, like, okay, well, we'll do this time, and next time we'll do that. If you go into a marriage with, it's my way or the highway, chances are soon it will be the highway. Because a healthy, happy marriage is about, or any relationship is about compromising, right? I'm most happy when he's happy. And when I can make him happy, and his happiness and seeing him in a happy place is more important to me than satisfying my immediate
needs and wants.
Yeah. And if he feels the same way, then both of our needs are going to get met, right? Because we're nurturing one another. So compromising
is key.
Is another huge key. Last one right here.
Never.
Go ahead.
Stop dating.
Can't stop dating.
Can't.
And it is so important, but it will become very hard. In the beginning, when you don't have kids, it's super duper easy, right? But once kids come along, and careers, and extracurricular activities, and
it gets hard.
It gets hard. So now, and we've been doing this for quite some time now, where we have at least one date night a month, and we try to shoot for 2, but sometimes that's just not possible. But one night out of the month, we are kids free. If not for but 2 hours.
That's all it is.
And when we're together during that time, we don't talk about the kids. We don't talk about work. We talk about us. Actually, just, when was that? Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
When did we decided to have an in-house date night. You know, we put the kids to bed.
Wings and movie.
Wings and what's that movie? A Fall from Grace with Tyler Perry. We watched that. Afterwards, we talked about it, laughed, and just had a good conversation. But it was like, you know, you don't always have to go out. If you focus all of your attention and time and extra energy in just your kids, one day they're going to be grown.
Yep.
And they're going to be gone. And you're going to be left with this person next to you that you don't even know anymore for real, because you haven't put in the time. You just been going through the motions, going through the flow, being probably great parents, but not great friends. Anything else you want to add, baby?
I just love you.
I love you. Mm.
But those are the 5.
That's our top 5, you guys. I hope you enjoyed and was able to learn something from it. This is